Hey, it's Brian Osborne here from Answers in Genesis, and I'm at Bondi Beach here in Australia, right outside of Sydney, just on a beautiful day. We just walked over to the cliffs, got a great view there. You can see Bondi Beach, and then you see all these surfers out in the water, and there are definitely a lot of them. And it's really fun just to watch them surf as they are doing their thing, and every now and again, somebody will catch a really good wave, and maybe you'll see one of those here in a minute. And as you watch these surfers just catch a really good wave, you got to think about what a great ride that must be. Now, I've never been a surfer. I never actually caught a wave as a surfer, so I can't really know, but I bet it's a really good thrill, a great ride as you catch that wave and ride it in on that surfboard. And I'm connecting that to our lesson today, looking at Elisha's call. And the way I'm connecting it is, when he was called, Elijah came and actually was used by God to call Elisha. And he's going to train Elisha for many, many years. And as they're initially, when Elijah comes to Elisha, he says, come follow after me. He throws his cloak on Elijah, tells him to follow after Elijah. There's one guy right now. And Elijah says, well, hey, let me just say goodbye to everybody. And then basically what Elisha does is he slaughters the 12 yoke of oxen he was using to plow the ground when he was called. He slaughters those, cooks those, has a big old barbecue, if you will. And then he leaves to follow Elijah. And the fact that he slaughtered and he killed, all good rides right there, he slaughtered and killed the oxen shows that he is committed to this. He's going to follow after Elijah, actually following after God as he follows Elijah. And so he's followed him for many years, and then Elijah knows it's about time for him to go and take a really good ride away from this earth. And he tells Elisha, is there anything you would ask of me before I go? And Elisha says, well, give me a double portion of your spirit. In other words, let me do what you do with twice as much effectiveness and power, not for himself, but to bring glory to God. That the way God used Elijah, that God would use Elisha in even a more powerful way to bring God glory. And that shows Elisha's heart. He wasn't asking for riches or fame, but rather to do the work God had called him to do in a very powerful and effective way. It shows us how Elisha was seeking after God. And of course, we know as we read through the account, Elijah tells him, if you see me being swept away, you'll get what you asked for. And Elisha does indeed see Elijah taken away with that chariot of fire and the horses of fire. They swoop down and they grab Elijah, and Elijah swept up into heaven. That had to be a much more incredible ride than surfers on these waves. And so he swept up into heaven, and then Elisha takes on the cloak of Elijah. He does get double portions of his spirit. He does amazing miracles, showing he is a prophet of God and bringing help to the people and bringing glory to the one true and living God. So think about this beautiful view. Yes, there are some good rides in this life, good rides as we catch waves, we'll do some really fun things, but the most thrilling ride is to be caught up in the ride of the one true and living God as he guides us and uses us for his glory, just like he used Elisha. So I hope that's encouraging to you guys. Hope that is helpful. Hope you caught some good views of good surfers catching good waves, and I will talk to you later on. Have a good one.